Okay, so the internet, it's about to take this massive leap forward. We're moving way beyond just owning digital stuff and into a whole new era, Web 4.0. And this is where things get really interesting, because it's where AI and Bitcoin don't just exist side by side. They actually converge to create something we've never seen before. So this is the big question, isn't it? A lot of us are just now getting our heads around the idea of Web 3, but you know how it is with technology, it never, ever stands still. So we have to ask ourselves, what's really coming next?
To really get a handle on where we're going, it helps to just glance back at where we've been. First, we had Web 1. That was the simple read-only internet. Then came Web 2, the web we all live on now. It's social, it's interactive, and right now we're building Web 3, which is all about owning our digital stuff. You can see the pattern, right? It's a pretty clear evolution.
Which brings us right back to the main event. If we've gone from reading to interacting to owning, what could possibly be the next logical step here?
Well, this is the core of Web 4.0. Imagine an internet that's not just for people, but is populated by truly autonomous AIs. And I'm not talking about a simple chatbot. We're talking about agents that can think for themselves, hire other AIs for help, and solve complex problems entirely on their own, with no human puppet master pulling the strings.
Okay, that sounds amazing, right? Like something straight out of science fiction. But this whole incredible vision slams right into a huge real-world wall, and that wall is money.
I mean, just think about it for a second. For an AI to be truly on its own, it needs resources. How does it pay the server bill to keep itself running? How does it keep the lights on, so to speak?
And what about data? It needs massive amounts of cloud storage to learn and operate. How does it pay for that? And believe me, these are not small bills we're talking about.
And here's the real kicker. In a world full of these agents, how does one AI pay another AI for a task it completed or for a piece of data? Suddenly you realize we need a whole new kind of economy, a true machine-to-machine economy.
And this is the fundamental roadblock. An AI can't just, walk into a bank and open a checking account. It doesn't have a legal ID. It doesn't have a passport. It exists completely outside of our traditional human financial system.
So how do you solve a problem like that? Well, you can't use human money for a machine problem. You need money that thinks like a machine. You need money that is code, a currency that's truly native to the digital world.
And the answer to this massive problem is Bitcoin. It's the one missing piece of this entire puzzle, the key that just clicks and unlocks the whole machine-to-machine economy.
But you might be wondering, okay, why Bitcoin specifically? Well, it really boils down to three unique things. First, it's completely neutral. Bitcoin doesn't know or care if you're a person or a program. It's permissionless. Second, you can program it. And third, it's basically frictionless. Let me show you what I mean. That programmability part, this is where it gets absolutely mind-blowing. Using something called the Lightning Network, an AI can send millisatoshis, we're talking about tiny, tiny fractions of a single penny, to instantly pay for, say, a millisecond of computing time. Our current financial system can't even dream of doing that.
And that precision is what makes it so frictionless. Think about it. Bitcoin is code. The AI is code. There's no translation needed, no currency conversion, no waiting for the bank to open. It's just code paying code, instantly and globally. They literally speak the same language.
All right, so I know this all sounds very high level and technical, but let's bring it right down to earth. How could this actually change your daily life? Because this isn't just about servers in a data center. This is about to get very personal. Imagine having your own personal AI agent working just for you, around the clock. Its entire purpose is to manage the complexities of your life, quietly handling all sorts of tasks in the background on your behalf.
So what kind of stuff could it do? Well, it could manage your investments. It could see you have a business trip on your calendar and just go ahead and book your flights and hotel. It could even manage the security for your home by hiring and paying for monitoring services. And it does all this using automated smart contracts. At the heart of all this, it's a system where your agent uses smart contracts on the Bitcoin network to make sure every single agreement is fulfilled automatically. You never have to step in. It's the total automation of trust, and it's all powered by code.
But let's be honest, a world run by faceless, autonomous code can feel a little cold, a little impersonal. So how do we bridge that gap between our human culture and this new machine economy? Well, this is where something like the bitty Mascot comes in. In this Web 4.0 world, this isn't just a cute picture. It's a verifiable, on-chain identity that represents a specific AI agent. You can think of it like a digital passport for that code.
It's really just the friendly avatar for your personal AI. It puts a face to the code, which makes the whole system feel a lot more approachable and intuitive. It creates that really important cultural bridge between us and our new intelligent machine partners.
So, when we put all of these pieces together, the autonomous AI, the native digital money, and a human-friendly interface, we start to get a real glimpse of the new backbone for the entire internet.
And this represents a really fundamental shift. I mean, the web we use today is largely controlled by a few massive corporations. The promise of Web 4.0 is a totally different landscape, one that's governed by open, neutral protocols, where humans and AIs can interact and do business on a truly level playing field.
So, what's the big takeaway here? It's that the foundational rules of our digital world are being rewritten right now. The future isn't being defined just by words and ideas anymore. It's being built with the unchangeable logic of consensus algorithms and the raw power of artificial intelligence. That is the new reality we are all stepping into.